Welcome class 9. Let's continue the same topic here. We have started a new topic that is skin derivatives, where we were learning about the hair, and we discussed about the different parts of the hair, and then still a few points are left that we are going to discuss in this video. Then after that we'll discuss about the another derivative of skin, that is nail, and after nail we'll discuss about the sebaceous gland. Now the next topic, the next point which is left here in here portion is the lifespan of hair. Scalp hair usually remains alive, or they are usually replaced after every 2 to 5 years. And if you talk about the ear lashes and eyebrows, they are usually replaced after every 3 to 5 months. And then next comes roll of hairs. Rolls of hairs. The hairs, as we have already discussed, that they are usually provided with the nerve endings, nerve fibers, so that is why they give sensation. And then after that comes the eyelashes. Eyelashes which are present along the rim of eyelid, they prevent the entry of insects or foreign materials into the eye. Hairs in the nose, they prevent the entry of dust particles. And then after that, facial hair helps in particular in human being, helps in distinguishing the male from female. That is, helps in sexual dimorphism. What is sexual dimorphism? Is actually the phenomenon by which, by the external appearance, the male and female can be easily distinguished. That is what we call the sexual dimorphism. Nails. Now the next derivative, nails, they are usually made up of dead cells. These dead cells mainly consist of the protein called keratin. So in another we can say that nails consist of keratinized cells. These nails shows three main parts, that is plate, then again comes root, or also called as bed, then followed by matrix. So three main parts it shows. Plate is actually the hard outer part, which are mainly made up of keratinized dead cells. And then bed is actually the portion which lies just below the plate. Matrix is visible to us in the form of half moon shaped structure at the base of the nail. And then this matrix is mainly responsible for producing new cells. As they produce the new cell, they pushes the dead cells or the old cells towards the outer side. And thus it helps in the increasing the length of, it is responsible for increasing the length of nails. So that is there. Now let us start another derivative, that is sebaceous gland. Now you need to remember here that there are two main types of glands that are found in the skin. They are sebaceous gland and sweat gland. So first we'll discuss about the sebaceous gland. Sebaceous gland are actually oil secreting glands. Oil secreting glands. The oil which they secrete is also called as sebum. S-E-B-U-M. Also called sebum. This sebum or the oil is mainly responsible for making the skin oily and waterproof. Because of this, what happens that it prevents the evaporation of water from the skin. Then again, during the winter season, very less amount of oil is produced, due to which the skin often remains dry. And then during humid or the hot weather, what happens is that a large amount of oil is released by the sebaceous gland. Then now we need to discuss about the problems related with the sebaceous gland, and they are acne, pimples, and then comes blackhead. These are the common problems with the sebaceous glands. So first we'll discuss about the pimples. Pimples are actually, they are mainly caused by the sebum accumulation. Due to the sebum accumulation, that is oil accumulation in the skin, or the sebum accumulation in the skin leads to the growth of the bacteria. As a result, what happens is that this these pimples are usually formed on the skin. The pimples are mainly due to sebum accumulation Okay, due to the sebum accumulation, what happens is that it leads to bacterial growth and which results in pimples or boils. Then after that comes acne. Acne mainly results due to the inflammation of sebaceous gland. This inflammation again mainly due to hormonal influence. Due to certain hormonal changes, okay, what happens is sebaceous gland, they get inflamed. As a result, it causes acne. And then finally comes blackhead. Blackhead is mainly due to enlarged sebaceous gland. And the sebaceous gland mainly becomes enlarged in this particular case due to accumulated sebum. This accumulated sebum on oxidation with melanin, they give black color on the skin. Okay, this black colored portion caused by the oxidation of sebum and melanin is what we call blackhead. So just now we completed the three derivatives, that is here sebaceous gland, and then comes the nail. Now comes, after this comes the sweat, which we will discuss in the next video. In this video, this much student, thank you.